As we speak tonight, we are removing gang members, drug dealers, and criminals that threaten our communities and prey on our very innocent citizens. Bad ones are going out as I speak.
And boy, was he right. On the heels of President Trump's address to Congress, authorities indicted more than a dozen members, most of them illegal immigrants, of the notorious MS-13 gang, tied to a number of brutal murders in Long Island and across the country. So how dangerous are these hombres? Joining us now is the man who took them down, New York's Suffolk County Police Commissioner Timothy Sini. Tim, thanks for joining us this morning. You've been involved in this. Tell me about this gang, MS-13, what they're doing and how they're recruiting illegals to do what they do.
Absolutely. So this is by far the most violent gang in America. They're located in many cities and suburbs. We have a presence in several communities in Suffolk County. They're also present in New York City. What's unique about this gang is that a lot of gangs, they deal drugs to make money, they engage in extortion, and they use violence to protect that economic business. MS-13 engages in violence for sport. That's what makes them particularly dangerous.
And they recruit from illegals and others. Where is this gang recruiting from specifically?
So they have their roots to El Salvador and Honduras, but mostly El Salvador. And they recruit folks who come here.
And how do they get here? Through the southern border?
Through the southern border, that's right. And they recruit folks in communities, vulnerable individuals who are recently immigrating to this country illegally and legally, people who don't speak English, people whose family structure may not be supportive, and they are a vicious bunch.
I mean, you talk about vicious bunch. Two of their recent victims, a 15 and 16-year-old girl beaten with bats and hacked with machetes.
Yeah,
I mean, no one can even understand that level of violence. But they're exploiting an open southern border and illegals to fuel that cycle.
Yeah.
With President Trump's new guidelines, are you seeing an ability to go after these gangs differently?
Look, we've been working with our federal law enforcement partners from day one when I became commissioner, and we'll continue to do that. There's a lot of tools in the federal system that we can use, and that's why this case, this big takedown, is a real collaborative effort between the Suffolk County Police Department, the FBI, and the U.S. Attorney's Office. We need to bring all our resources to the table. You know, as a father of three, including a daughter, I can't imagine the loss of a child. It was unimaginable. And when those tragic murders occurred, we made a commitment to the families, to the residents of Brentwood, and we delivered on that promise.
Do you have a sense, with the executive orders and the memorandums that the president has, even if it hasn't changed, you know, every aspect of what you do you have a sense that your hands are untied a little bit? You can go after illegals or others or in ways that maybe you couldn't before? You know,
I think it's very important that we take a hard look at all the different immigration programs. One of the programs that was mentioned in the memorandum that he issued in connection with the executive order dealt with the unaccompanied minor program.
Sure.
And that's something that we need to take a hard look at, because a lot of folks are jumping the border illegally and then getting legal status under that program, and they're being recruited by MS-13.
Interesting. Commissioner Tim Sini, Suffolk County, really appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. You got it.